Have you ever looked up at the moon and felt a little nostalgic? Like we're looking at an old photo from a family vacation we took a long time ago. For over 50 years, humanity has been stuck on Earth, looking up at our lunar neighbor, wondering, when are we going back? Well, what if I told you the wait is almost over? What if I told you that right now, a new generation of explorers is gearing up for the greatest road trip in human history? This isn't a sci-fi movie. This is Project Artemis. And by the end of this video, you'll understand not just how we're going back to the moon, but why this time it's going to change everything. So, what exactly is Project Artemis? Put simply, it's NASA's grand plan to return humans to the lunar surface. But calling it Apollo 2.0 would be a massive understatement. Imagine you're building with Lee Jews. The Apollo missions were like building a really impressive single model car. You built it, you showed it off, and then you put it on a shelf. Artemis is different. This time, we're not just building one car. We're building the entire Lego city, complete with roads, gas stations, and houses. The goal isn't just to plant a flag and grab some rocks. It's to build a sustainable, long-term human presence on and around the moon. Think a lunar base, a space station orbiting the moon, and regular trips back and forth. Why does this matter? Because the moon isn't just a destination anymore. It's a stepping stone. It's the training ground for our next giant leap, Mars. Now, let's dive into how this ridiculously ambitious plan actually works. I want you to think of it in three main parts. First up is the ride, the Space Launch System, or SLS. This is the most powerful rocket ever built. Seriously, it's an absolute monster. Its job is to blast our astronauts off Earth in the Orion spacecraft. Now, Orion is the high-tech 21st century upgrade to the old Apollo capsules. It's designed for deep space missions, equipped with life support systems that can keep a crew alive for weeks. You can think of SLS and Orion as the ultimate interplanetary taxi service. Their first unmanned test flight, Artemis I, was a huge success, traveling farther than any human-rated spacecraft ever has. But wait, here's where it gets a little more complex. Orion won't actually land on the moon itself. It's too big and it's not designed for that. This is where the second piece of the puzzle comes in, the gateway. Imagine a small space station, not orbiting Earth, but orbiting the moon. That's the gateway. It's going to be a pit stop, a science lab, and a command center all in one. Orion will dock with the gateway, and from there, astronauts will transfer to a dedicated lunar lander to travel down to the surface. This is a huge deal. Having a permanent outpost around the moon means we don't have to launch a massive Apollo-style mission from Earth every single time. We can build up supplies, stage missions, and create a permanent base of operations in lunar orbit. The first lander contract was famously awarded to SpaceX for its Starship vehicle. So yes, we're going to see that giant, shiny, stainless steel rocket landing astronauts on the moon. Wow, fact number one for you. The gateway will be in a very special, near-echelonier halo orbit. This unique path brings it close to the moon for landings, but also takes it far out, which makes trips to and from Earth more fuel efficient. Okay, so we have the rocket, the capsule, and the orbital pit stop. But here's the most mind-bending part of the whole project, the destination. We're not going back to the same dusty equatorial plains the Apollo astronauts visited. This time, we're heading for the lunar South Pole. Why? For one simple, game-changing reason: water. For decades, we thought the moon was bone dry. But recent missions have confirmed that there are vast deposits of water ice hidden in permanently shadowed craters at the poles. These are craters where the sunlight has never, ever reached. They are some of the coldest places in the entire solar system. And here's wow fact number 2. This isn't just a little bit of frost. Scientists estimate there could be hundreds of millions of tons of water ice locked away there. This is the single most valuable resource in space. You can drink it, obviously. You can use it to grow plants. But most importantly, You can split water into hydrogen and oxygen. What do you get when you combine hydrogen and oxygen? Rocket fuel. We're going to the moon to mine water so we can turn it into fuel to explore the rest of the solar system. The moon is about to become our interplanetary gas station. So what does this all mean for you and me back here on Earth? This isn't just about astronauts bouncing around in low gravity. This is about perspective. For the first time, an entire generation will grow up watching humans live and work on another world. The technologies developed for Artemis, from advanced life support and robotics. 2 new energy sources will have massive benefits right here. Think about creating closed-loop life support systems that recycle every drop of water and every puff of air. That could revolutionize how we manage resources in our own cities. Imagine the medical breakthroughs that will come from studying the human body in a lunar environment. But on a deeper level, Artemis reconnects us to that spirit of exploration that defines us. It forces us to look up and think bigger. It reminds us that we are a species that doesn't just settle for the horizon we can see, but strives for the one just beyond our grasp. The challenges are immense. The risks are real. But the potential reward is a future where humanity is a multi-planetary species. So, let's recap this cosmic journey. Project Artemis is our ticket back to the moon. We'll get there using the colossal SLS rocket and the Orion capsule. Once there, we'll use the Gateway Lunar Space Station as our orbiting home base. And from there, we'll descend to the moon's south pole to find and use the most precious resource in the solar system: water ice. This isn't just a repeat of Apollo. It's the foundation for a permanent human presence in space, and the first step on the road to Mars. It's about building a future where our home is not just Earth, but the solar system. Which leaves me with one final thought to chew on. If we succeed in building a self-sustaining city on the moon, will the people born there be Earthlings, or will they be something new? Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into Project Artemis, where science is in facts, and we love untangling these big ideas. Here's my question for you. What do you think is the single biggest challenge for building a permanent moon base? Is it technology, the human body, or something else entirely? Let's get a debate going in the comments below. And if you enjoyed getting your mind expanded, do us a favor and launch that like button into orbit. And subscribe so you don't miss our next mission into the universe of science. See you next time.